This is my closet. I've recently gone through it and picked out some clothes that I don't wear anymore. These are the clothes. There are 2 shirts and 1 pair of pants, and I'm gonna treat them as fabric in a patchwork. The pants are so worn out that I don't want to wear them anymore. I've repaired them multiple times, and I've actually tried to sell the shirts in case someone wanted to wear them as they are, but no one wanted to. And I set the price like really low. So I'm gonna give them new life instead, in the same one piece. In the past, I've been really bad at planning my projects before I start them.
I haven't planned anything.
But this time, I have improved. I'm making this shirt. It's the bow patchwork shirt by Robert Woods. And I have planned where to put the different fabrics. Because I've got very little room for mistakes when it comes to cutting out the fabric. Here I've got the pieces for the body and for the sleeves. Welcome to day 2 of cutting out this fabric. I'm gonna start touching this now. So all that's left of the 3 pieces of clothing I started with are now these scraps. And I've still got these pieces that I need to cut out. So I'm gonna be using a bit of this fabric too. It's an old curtain I got at a flea market. And yes, it is day 3 of cutting the fabric. I'm keeping these scraps, by the way. I don't have a plan for them yet, but there will be a plan in the future. Okay, guys, look at this. Ta-da! I have finally cut out all the pieces. Good morning. I am trying to hype myself up to leave the house. Because I've just started studying fashion and clothes production. So if I go to school, I have access to an overlock machine. And I really want an overlock machine for this. So then I need to leave the house. So what I did at school was to start working on the sleeves. So I sewed the patchwork pieces into rows first, and then I'm gonna connect rows together. So what I did was to first sew them together with a straight stitch, then overlock. And the overlock is so... Then lastly, I did a top stitch on all of them. And I think it looks great. So I've got all these. It took so long. I had actually imagined that I could finish the sleeves, but I'm not even close. So yeah. I think the plan now is to start sewing the rows together at home, and then I will just bring them to school and do the overlocking later. Yeah. So now I've got one sleeve almost done, but on this sleeve I managed to sew this piece upside down, which means that I have to undo the overlocking the top stitch and the straight stitch, keeping the pieces together. But on the bright side, I think it's looking really cute. I have double-checked that it's correct this time. I'm using this cotton as a replacement for fusible interfacing. This is the cuff, by the way. And I'm just hoping it works out. So I've sewn the cuff pieces together. I have two pieces of this white cotton, one as the interfacing and one as the inside, and then I have one layer of this yellow viscose. Sew them together, right sides together, and then I am going to trim the seam allowance to 3 to 4 millimeters. And then just turn the right sides out and press. Ta-da! And now I will fold the seam allowance on the inside and then stitch it. I'm gonna do it by hand because I really don't like stitching in the ditch. I did cross stitches. I don't know if you can see them because the thread matches the fabric really well. But I think it looks great. Might be my new favorite way of attaching cuffs. I have officially done what I can do on the sleeves before overlocking more first, because these seams need overlocking before I close up the sleeve. But the right sleeve is almost done. The left one is another story. I can't connect the rows yet because of the mistake I made where I had to undo the overlocking and flip this piece around. Yeah, I need to overlock some more before I can sew them together. But I'll just do it later. And then I'll start working on the body now.
Laid under the willow tree, the last weekend of summer, the empire at our fingertips, the autumn to discover. If I would have had the worthiness to be the perfect lover.
Yesterday I spent some time overlocking a lot, and also I finished the sleeves. I've been working on this project for 2 weeks now. At least I've got something done, but I like it. It's nice to have one long project to work on instead of consistently needing to find new things to work on. What I'm gonna do today is to start sewing together the rows for the body. I figured out that the easiest way to make the seams of the patchwork match is to first just put a pin right where I'm supposed to sew, because then I can check that the seams will line up, that they will match, and then I will sew a seam just across here. I've done this across this whole piece now. So I'm sewing together the most important places before I sew the whole complete seam.
Don't you ever
I've sewn together all the pieces. I've done the overlocking and the top stitching. So now I'm gonna do the hem. I've decided to hand stitch again, so this is gonna take some time. But it's really rewarding because once I finish a hem, the whole piece looks so much better. So I finished the hemming and I sewed the shoulders together so it's wearable now. Now I'm gonna attach the sleeves. I'm working on the collar, which is really exciting because after this there's only the buttons and buttonholes left. I'm reusing the buttons from the yellow shirt. They are small and cute. And also I have just learned that the correct length of a buttonhole is the button's diameter plus the height. So these buttons have a diameter of only 9 millimeters and the height is 2 millimeters, so that will be 9 plus 2 equals 11 millimeters. So the length of the buttonhole will be 1.1 centimeters. I have this foot for my sewing machine where you can put the button in here and then it will make a buttonhole that will fit your button, but quite often the buttonhole will be a bit too big because this can't measure the height of the button. So what I now do instead is to measure between here, which will be the size of the buttonhole, and then it will be exactly that length. It feels kind of weird that it's done. And I know that's strange, but I've been working on it for weeks and now there's nothing left to do. But I love it. I think it's so great. And I hope you like it too. I highly recommend the pattern. It was very easy to follow and also had these 3D models that were showing you what to do alongside the written instructions, which was great because there are a lot of pieces which makes for a lot of steps. I hope you have a nice day and that I will see you in the next video. And if you're working on a creative project right now and feel like sharing, please leave a comment below because I would love to hear about it. Bye!